Hello friends, welcome to my channel Civil Engineering Forum. Today we will be going through some basics of water supply engineering under the subject water supply and sanitary engineering. For having a brief idea regarding this topic, at first we'll have to understand public health engineering. So this is basically a combination of branch water supply engineering and sanitary engineering, and it deals with general health and well-being of people. But in this lecture we are just concerned with the first topic, that is water supply engineering, as per the title of this video. So we'll see this in detail. What is water supply engineering? It is a branch of civil engineering which is concerned with water supply, water transmission, water distribution and water treatment. So here our first point is water supply. Water supply is the provision of water by public utilities, commercial organizations, community endeavors or by individuals, usually via a system of pumps and pipes. Irrigation is covered here separately. Then comes water transmission. It is the transport of water from storage facilities to distribution networks. Then we have water distribution. So it is a part of water supply network with components that carry potable water from a centralized treatment plant or wells to water consumers in order to adequately deliver water to satisfy residential, commercial, industrial and firefighting requirements. Then the last point covered under the water supply engineering is water treatment. So it is basically the process that improves the quality of water to make it more acceptable for a specific end use. The uses may be drinking, industrial water supply, irrigation, river flow maintenance, water recreations and many other uses. So next, moving further, this term is used in municipal works. That is, at first basically this term water supply engineering is used in towns, districts or its government bodies. Then comes, it is also required by the industries. This is because water requirement for a few industries located in town may be around 60 liters per head per day, but the demand may also go up to 500 liters per head per day depending upon the type of industry. And water supply engineering deals with the supply of the water in these industries up to their requirement. Then comes irrigation. In any country, minimum of about 70% of water is used in irrigation, which means that irrigation requires the continuous supply of water by the department responsible for that in that particular country. Then we'll see the significance, or we would say importance, of water supply engineering. And here comes our first point: to supply water to the people, normally potable drinking water and water for washing, cooking and waste disposal, which means we are providing water to the people for drinking and usage purpose. Then clean water is the best way to prevent the spread of many diseases that can cause havoc in a closely packed population of humans, which means that diseases like cholera, typhoid and hepatitis A, which occurs due to the consumption of contaminated water. So using clean water is the best way to prevent the spread of such diseases. Then comes, it provides an incentive to conserve water, which protects water resources. So water supply engineering also takes care about conserving the water resources, as it may get extinguished in the near future. Then our last point is, in order to ensure the availability of sufficient quantity of quality water, it becomes essential to plan and build suitable water supply schemes which may provide potable water to the various sections of community according to the demand. So in short, water supply engineering deals with the building of water supply schemes which will take care about quality and quantity of water reaching to people. So friends, this was all about the introductory part for water supply engineering. Thank you for watching.